Hello, you're watching News Mongolia on MNB World, and I'm your host, Jaralma Tushinjarad. On the News Mongolia today, Prime Minister L.Oyun-Erdene attended a reception celebrating the Emperor of Japan's birthday. By 2030, studies indicate that the frequency of natural disasters is projected to increase by around 40%. A team of classmates from the Moondance Club took the lead at a dance competition held in the US. For the news, stay tuned. Prime Minister of Mongolia L.Oyun-Erdene attended a reception celebrating the birthday of His Majesty Emperor Naruhito of Japan, delivering opening remarks. On behalf of the government and people of Mongolia, he expressed gratitude to their Majesties, the Emperor and Empress of Japan, for their upcoming state visit to Mongolia.
The Prime Minister highlighted the historical significance of the state visit, emphasizing its role in strengthening the special strategic partnership for peace and prosperity between Mongolia and Japan. He added that the visit would contribute meaningfully to people-centered relations and cooperation. Japanese Ambassador to Mongolia, Igawahara Masaru, noted the accelerating cooperation between the two countries, highlighting Japan's pride in supporting Mongolia since its transition to democracy. In early July, Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako are scheduled for a week-long official visit to Mongolia. Emperor Naruhito last visited Mongolia in 2007 as Crown Prince for the 35th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the two nations. The upcoming visit is anticipated to strengthen diplomatic ties and reinforce the historical and cultural bonds between Japan and Mongolia.
Studies indicate that by 2030, the frequency of natural disasters is expected to rise by 40%, according to recent studies. With a noticeable increase in earthquakes and fire incidents in Mongolia, experts emphasize the urgent need for disaster preparedness, better risk management, and public awareness campaigns to mitigate future threats.
Globally, from 2003 to 2022, an average of 369 natural disasters were recorded annually over 20 years. However, in 2023, this number increased to approximately 400. Research estimates that by 2030, the frequency of natural disasters will have risen by 40%. In Mongolia, when comparing 2003 to 2013 with 2014 to 2023, the number of natural disasters has increased by 3.2%.
The number of earthquakes has noticeably increased in recent years. The highest number of recorded cases was in 2021. As an emergency organization, we report and register earthquakes with a magnitude of 3.5 or higher. Earthquake hazards are considered the most dangerous for Mongolia.
In the capital city, 6,750 fire incidents have been recorded over the past 4 years. Of these, 48.6% occurred in geared districts, while 28.5% were in apartment buildings. A total of 124 people have lost their lives due to these fires. Citizens must integrate fire extinguishers into their daily lives and make fire safety a part of Ulaanbaatar's culture. Through this, individuals can ensure their own safety and protect their property. Establishing this mindset is a top priority. The capital city must be fully prepared for disaster risks. Any project or program must first be based on research and analysis. This research must be high quality and accurate. Only then can we reach the right conclusions and develop the correct plans, making disaster prevention fully possible. The Capital City Emergency Management Agency has launched a year-long campaign called 4 Issues, 1 Solution to reduce disaster risks and enhance prevention efforts. As part of this initiative, public education and awareness programs on disaster preparedness are being conducted in phases.
A team of talented 6th grade students from school number 84 in Ulaanbaatar, training at the Moondance Club, made their mark at the Atlanta Dance Sport Cup 2025 in the US. They won multiple gold, silver, and bronze medals across team, duo, and solo categories, showcasing their dedication and hard work in both Latin and standard dance styles. 14 talented students, all classmates, won the championship in the junior team category at the Atlanta Dance Sport Cup 2025 held in Atlanta, USA. They have been training at the Moondance Club for 5 years. Now, as a team, they have become top dancers and close friends, achieving success in international competitions. We successfully participated as a team in the Atlanta Dance Sport Cup 2025 in the US. What makes our team special is that all of us are 6th grade classmates from school number 84. We have been dancing together as the Moondance Club since 2nd grade. We are truly grateful to the parents for their unwavering support.
We competed in 2 categories, Latin and Standard. In the Latin category, we performed dances such as the cha-cha, samba, jive, and rumba, and we all achieved great results. In the Standard category, we competed in the slow waltz, quick step, Viennese waltz, and tango, once again performing successfully and winning gold. Additionally, we excelled in the team dance category, securing 1st place.
I felt incredibly happy when receiving my medals. At the moment, I was thinking a lot about my family back home in Mongolia. Besides the team category, I also competed in the duo and solo categories. In total, I won 2 gold medals, 2 bronze medals, and 2 special awards. I earned a bronze medal in the solo category too. Not only these students, but also many other young dancers and adults traveled to Atlanta for the competition. In total, 50 athletes and 30 parents attended. Among the athletes were the core members of the Moondance Club, including the dance instructors of these students. They also achieved the same success as their trainees, securing 1st place.
We competed in the Junior 1 and Junior 2 categories and brought home the team gold medal for Mongolia. Another highlight is that I am also an athlete in the Moondance team, which competes in the Adult World Championship. Our Moondance team also participated in the adult category and won a gold medal. In 2023, our students also successfully competed as a team in the Korea Cheerleading Championship in South Korea. As representative of the parents, we are committed to supporting these children as a team, ensuring they continue to grow and succeed together. Our ultimate goal is to become world champions.
At the competition in the US, Mongolian athletes competed in team, duo, and solo categories. They won gold medals in the team category across 2 age groups, while the duo category brought home gold, silver, and bronze medals. In the solo category, they also secured gold, silver, and bronze medals. There is a growing number of herders migrating to cities due to globalization and climate change. However, some young herders are choosing to stay in the countryside with their livestock, dedicating themselves to preserving their nomadic heritage.
Families like Hishikbayers are becoming rare in modern times. Born and raised in Orhanga province, Hishikbayr met his wife in Arhanga province, where they decided to build their life together. Young herders are blending traditional herding methods with modern technology in an effort to preserve Mongolia's cultural traditions.
My wife is a caring person. While I tend to do the herds, she manages the household with dedication.
I met my husband on Facebook. I saw him as a knowledgeable herder. Since I loved living in the countryside, I felt safe choosing a life with him there. Since I loved living in the countryside, I felt safe choosing a life with him there. Since ancient times, Mongolians have crafted items from leather, using them for livestock, hunting, and household needs. Leather crafting has always been an important part of nomadic culture, and Hishikbayr has learned these traditional skills. He makes bridles, belts, and rucksacks from leather. Meanwhile, Chansalnyama has learned traditional methods for making dairy products. A herder often takes on multiple roles. They strive to create and produce things themselves, rather than being consumers.
For instance, today's herders use cars when moving to other places. Since we live near the forest, I've made traditional Mongolian carts, and I'm training 2 cattle to pull them. I try not to lose touch with my Mongolian heritage.
Hishikbayer's family lives in Underollansum, where the population once reached 6,000. The Som's population has declined due to harsh weather conditions.
Fewer and fewer couples are getting married each year. Last winter was especially harsh. We lost around 70,000 livestock, and 131 residents had to move to towns and cities.
Hishikbayer says there were times when things are very difficult for his family. However, they have stayed committed to living as a herder family and have never considered giving up.
Thank you for staying with us. Here is the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Next, our program will turn our attention to foreign news, partnered with international news agencies. President Donald Trump's top diplomat on Wednesday walked back the idea that he wants the permanent relocation of Palestinians from Gaza after American allies and even Republican lawmakers rebuffed his suggestion that the U.S. take ownership of the territory.
Trump on Tuesday had called for permanently resettling Palestinians from war-torn Gaza and left open the door to deploying American troops there as part of a massive rebuilding operation. But Secretary of State Marco Rubio and White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said he only sought to move the roughly 1.8 million Gazans temporarily to allow for reconstruction. Even that proposal has drawn criticism from Palestinians who are worried they may never be allowed back in if they flee and from the Arab nations that Trump has called on to take them in. Rubio, on his first foreign trip as Secretary of State, described Trump's proposal as a very generous offer to help with debris removal and reconstruction of the enclave following 15 months of fighting between Israel and Hamas. Leavitt said in a briefing with reporters in Washington that Gaza is a demolition site and referenced footage of the devastation. Their comments contradicted Trump. He said that he envisioned long-term U.S. ownership of a redevelopment of the territory, which sits along the Mediterranean Sea. Guatemalan President Bernardo Arevalo said Wednesday his country will accept migrants from other countries who will be deported from the United States. El Salvador announced a similar but broader agreement on Monday. Residents in the Gaza Strip rejected Wednesday U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal to permanently resettle the enclave's population and have the U.S. take ownership in redeveloping the territory. Families in Jabalia refugee camp are living in dire conditions, while queuing for water and baking bread in primitive ovens between the rubble of their destroyed houses. The United Nations believes U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal to move all Palestinians out of the Gaza Strip would be ethnic cleaning and says only a two-state solution can bring stability to the Middle East. Meanwhile, thousands of demonstrators gathered in cities across the U.S. on Wednesday to protest Trump administration's early actions, decrying everything from the president's immigration crackdown to his rollback of transgender rights and the proposal to forcibly transfer Palestinians from the Gaza Strip. Protesters in Sacramento and at state capitals in Minnesota, Michigan, Texas, Wisconsin, Indiana, and beyond waved signs denouncing President Donald Trump, billionaire Elon Musk, the leader of Trump's new Department of Government Efficiency, and Project 2025.
Alright, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Goodbye.